Okay, so today, today I'm gonna be talking about the differences or the different jazz that we learned over the year. But I'm gonna first start with early jazz. This was the beginning of musical entertainment as far as like the, because I know there was classical entertainment, but like visual and more visual entertainment, and more people were intent with this entertainment. Another aspect is the start of African Americans in music for the most part. Most African Americans and really African Americans created jazz, so that was the start, and especially in the U.S. The audience was only allowed to play. Well, the audience was the only ones that were allowed to watch was the whites, where African Americans could only perform. African Americans wasn't invited to watch performers, or if their family was playing, they couldn't watch. You were just a performer. Where they performed in New Orleans. Specific place would be Tin Pan Alley. The next one is hold on just a second. Okay, the next one is swing, and this is the start where jazz became into a form of dance and being able to be enjoyable in a sense of being able to dance to, where back then jazz was more of just a listening thing and catching the emotions, where now you could dance to it and vibe. Next thing is usually is done with more than one instrument, or an instrument that can contrast. So, for example, it would be drums and a horn, or a piano, or maybe even an orchestra, or a small band that can kind of contrast with different sounds. The audience was very large, and this was where jazz was most popular between early and swing. And where they performed in big clubs. They performed in different areas. I think they performed in parades as well. So that's different things they performed in, and it became very popular, and it was something that a lot of people enjoyed during jazz at that point in time. Now going into modern, this is like kind of like swing, but it's like a upgraded version. Modern jazz was more of a upbeat, faster tempo, and when you listen to it, like the drums, they would be much faster. So it was it was more fun to dance to, but it was just really fast and really, like today, you have a lot of beats that are just really fast. There's no slow tempo or no just slowly moving. It was so. The next one is hard bebop. So, not hard bebop. I expect two of this would be hard bebop and cold bebop came from this time of jazz. And so this is like, for example, scat and different stuff like that came along in hard bebop and cold bebop. The next audience, third aspect, sorry. The third aspect is the audience was large in the form, and a lot of people, well, it wasn't as large as swing. They started to lose people, but it was still large, and most people gained the interest of, the artists, improvising and what they were doing, and enjoyed the different sounds they were hearing. And a lot of different things that were going on that was very unusual that audience had never heard before. And they were performing like local clubs and apartment buildings and stuff like that. during that time. Avant-garde. In one aspect, it was named after the composer avant-garde of classical music because of his improvisation, like I mentioned in modern, but also the freedom that you had in the improvising of songs and being able to, change up what was going on. It curated a wide range of musical styles, and this brought more artists into jazz, but did lose the attentive audience. So this is where most of the audiences left jazz because they were not intent in, avant-garde. And a lot of venues they performed at lofts and apartments. Maybe small clubs, but there wouldn't be anything too big because there wasn't a lot of people that were interested. Another aspect is not aspect, but the next one is fusion. And fusion is the combination of jazz and music genres. In the lesson that we will learn, we were saying jazz and R&B, but if you look at it, or jazz and rock, but this could be many genres. So you can combine it with anything. So that's what that aspect is. And aspect 2 is this helped peak jazz. Jazz was more peaked and people started to get into it more because it helped R&B and rock. So when it came down to it, R&B and rock was there to, have jazz sneak in a little bit to influence people. The audience started to grow, and they started to gain attention of new and younger viewers that wasn't there before, like I said, because of R&B and rock, and that's what they were listening to. So when jazz snuck in, they gained the interest. And venues they performed in was local clubs, and I think they also performed in big concerts as well. So for that, and now the next one is the composers. So composers that I named is, for one, Duke Ellington, and one of them is his songs is "Don't Mean a Thing," and that is for early jazz. My composer for hold on, what's the next one? I'm sorry. Swing. Now, swing I named Billie Holiday and Summertime. The next one I named this is for modern jazz, is Sonny Rollins, and I did Rollins. I think his name is Rollins, but yeah. So, but I did, I think it's St. Thomas, but it is titled S.T. Thomas. And then also the next composer for I'm sorry, I'm trying to find it so I can make sure I say the right ones for which ones. And this composer for avant-garde is Miles Davis, which is he's a big person in that time, and the song I chose was So What. Then the composer for fusion, I picked Sarah Vaughan, and the song was All About Me, because her vibe was more R&B and then jazz at the same time, so that was really there. Now, the difference between swing and early jazz is early jazz was more slow, and where swing was really fast. And early jazz was the first to, have African Americans influenced in music for the most part. But swing was where African Americans really put their stamp on jazz and music as far as with, music and not being, dumped down for it or being pushed aside and only being allowed to perform. They were allowed to dance. The difference between swing and modern and Aaron Gray is that modern was more fast and upbeat, where Alan Gray was the same, but Alan Gray had different genres where modern was just where Alan Gray could have been anything. And then Alan Gray and fusion and Alan Gray is where Alan Gray was more about improvisation, where fusion was more about combination, and that's their differences. And that's my oral exam. Thank you. Bye.